Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela. This video, as you've seen from the title and the thumbnail, is my empties and one declutter thing that isn't empty by any stretch. So this is just my generic empties, my makeup empties, my Bath and Body Works empties that aren't in my project Use It Up. So this is just kind of like my empties for the last month-ish time. I want to get this done and over with. I'm about to have a baby in a couple of weeks, so I just want to get this out of the way. So let's go ahead and get on into this. We're going to start with the one thing that I didn't use up that I'm going to just get rid of, and I kind of want to talk about it, and I didn't want to put it in a 60-second short, so I'm putting it in this video. It's this Hourglass blush. It has this whole long name to it, the Ambient Strobe Lighting Blush in Euphoric Fusion. I thought I loved this. It's pretty. My problem is when I put it on myself, it looks like I was punched in the face. I didn't know that was going to happen when I bought it. I just bought it because I swatched it and I was like, ooh, that's really pretty and neutral, so that looks like perfect. Well, every time I wear it, I look like I got punched in the face. And I'm not really into that. I love Hourglass blushes. Like, I absolutely adore their formula and I love their products. Like, I have their holiday palettes from the last couple of years, and I'm not going to buy this year's, but I have previous years. I enjoy this. Like I said, this was the first one that I actually picked up, like a single. I'm just going to pass it on. Honestly, in one of the palettes that I have, one of the holiday palettes, I have this blush specifically. So if I need it, for whatever reason, not that I would because I don't want to look like I got punched in the face, but if I needed it, I still have it in my collection. But I'm going to see if someone that I know wants this. I don't know if they will, but I'm done with the whole punched in the face look. Another makeup product that I have that I'm calling an empty because it's used up and it's not the same formula that it was anymore is this Charlotte Tilbury Clear Brow Gel. Brow Fix, it says. I'm not a YouTuber that does beauty stuff, so forgive me. This is just a clear brow gel, and I just know the formula has gone bad on it. I enjoyed it. I was given it to me by Influencer, and I'm not mad about it. I would pick it up again if I was in the market for an expensive brow gel. I don't use brow gels. That's just never been my thing. Like, I've never worried about brow gels. I've always had really bushy eyebrows, so I've never worried about. I've always just focused on plucking them loosely and not really doing anything else with them. So I used this totally because I was given this for free from Influencer again, but I don't know that I would buy it again because I don't purchase brow products. If I wanted to purchase a brow product, sure, yeah, I'd buy this Charlotte Tilbury one because it was good. But yeah, that's how I feel on that. So another thing that I've actually gone through so many containers of is this Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. This one specifically is lighter weight. Normally it's like a heavy metal, and this one is like a cheap plastic, and it's the same price. They didn't do anything different on the price, but they changed the packaging. So there's that. I enjoy this mascara. I have, like I said, I've used up so many of this. I plan to use more. I have a mini that I'm using in my bathroom right now, and I actually have a full size in my drawers. It's a long story, but it is what it is. So I'd buy it again, but I don't need it right now because I'm already using it. A face wash I used up is this Tatcha the Rice Wash in this little tiny mini guy. I had picked it up in a set that came with a moisturizer, and I don't use the moisturizer, so I already decluttered that, but I finally used up this face wash. That being said, I do need to buy a new one. I'm not going to buy this one again. I have used up a lot of these little sample sizes, and I've actually used up one or two of the full sizes of this, and one of the exfoliating, whatever, this one of it, I've used one of those up too. I like it. I like the smell of Tatcha. I'm just going to branch out. We're going to just try something different this time. All of that being said and rambled on about, The Sephora VIB sale for me starts at the end of this month. It's not yet. I'm just not that high up on it, so I'm going to be picking up something for a face wash from Sephora during that sale period, but it's not going to be this one. The last makeup or skincare thing that I used up in the last little while is from the brand Hero. It's these Mighty Patch things for whiteheads, for zits, for problems on my face. And I'm, like I said, I've been pregnant and hormonal and everything's going crazy, so the skin has just been an issue here and there, and I did fully use up a whole box of one of these. I've never actually done that before, but I did it this time. Will I buy it again? Yes, but I already have. Like, I already have this, a brand new one. Well, not brand new because I've been using it, but a new one of these in my collection. So when I need it again, I'll buy it. I enjoy it. They're okay. They work. For my hair care stuff, I didn't use up very many things. I used up one of my like scalp scrub products. It's from Garnier Fructis. This is the Pure Clean Hair Reset. I have used up multiple of this one. Again, lots of them. I don't mind it, especially for the price. I definitely don't mind it. I don't know that I'm going to buy it again anytime soon because I have this one from Ulta that I repurchased because I'm kind of bouncing between this one and that one. I mean, one's high-end and one's not, so I'm just kind of going back and forth between them, and then my hair doesn't get used to one or the other, so I would buy this again when I need it in the future, but that's just not right now. So the other hair product for myself that I used up is from Paul Mitchell. It's this Shampoo 2. I know you're not supposed to buy stuff like this from grocery stores, but I did. This one came from Meijer, so who knows how effective and efficient it was. I mean, it even says on the back if you don't buy it from like a hair store, it can't be held liable, but I enjoyed the scent of it. It had a very lemony scent, and if I'm in the need for a high-end shampoo in the future, I would totally pick up the Shampoo 2. Totally. I like the scent of it and everything, but I kind of have a little bit of a stock of shampoo in my closet in my bathroom, so I don't need more shampoo right now, but I enjoyed it. So then, some things for my kids that I used up fully. Like I said, I'm going to be putting this in here too. It's just their Bubble Bath and Body Wash from the Raw Sugar Kids. As you see, I have two here. Different scents. I get them from Meijer, so they only have these two scents. We have Watermelon Lemonade and a Strawberry Vanilla. They both smell okay. My kids don't care, but I like the scents, so I have, I think, the Strawberry Vanilla in the closet still right now. When we run out, of course, we'll get more. I think they have a lot of scents in that, but like I said, they only have those two at Meijer, so that's all I get. So these last three things that I'm going to talk about before I talk about the Bath & Body Works empties that I have are not like personal care items. They're just stuff that I've used up for empties. I have two pens. I've been kind of going through my pens somehow. This Bic Gelosity, it's okay. I wouldn't buy it again. I actually picked up a pack of probably like 10 of these. I'm just getting through them. I don't actually like them that much. However, this Pentel, I've gone through a blue one, and now I'm going through the black one. I have another blue one on hand. I need to get more. However, they're very expensive. It's like pricey for pens, and like, I'm just not ready to make that commitment. Maybe after the holidays I'll do that, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just going through my pens that I have right now because I kind of like to hoard and buy pens and paper and stationery and writing supplies and stuff like that. I don't know why, but that's like a thing I really like, so. But I'm also trying to work through that, as you can see, for empties. So, the last thing I put in here, yes, I have two things I need to talk about outside of this, now that I remember that. It's my dish soap. It's this Miss Meyer's Clean Day in lavender. I've used this scent up before. It's a nice transitional type scent. What I'm using right now is their fall scents. I don't know what they're called off the top of my head. I know one's an acorn one. I got a fall something from Target, and the apple cider I think is what I'm using right now, but I like those because they smell really good. So I did use up some laundry things, but they're like big and clunky, and I just threw them away. I used up another one of those Downy Light, these things, the beads for my laundry. I have to have the light ones because I have sensitive skin. So I used up another one of those, probably 2 since then, because it's not a lot. I just, yeah. In the year of laundry, I also used up another one of these, all free and clear laundry detergents. Again, it was this huge, gigantic one from BJ's, and I didn't want to hold on to it, and it just got tossed. So, but yeah, that's all of my everything else empties, but I do have a decent amount of Bath & Body Works empties that I need to talk about that aren't in my project Use It Up. So let's get into that. Yeah, what's left in here is all Bath & Body Works stuff. I don't know how I've made it through so much, but I have. I'm gonna sort this out real quick. So I had said it was just my Bath & Body Works stuff, but I found a not Bath & Body Works thing in the rest of it. So it's this cosmetics foundation brush. This is the Love is the foundation. It's a little heart. I loved this when it came out. I feel like this came out 2017, 2018, 2017. I think this is like the original, the OG Love is the Foundation It Cosmetics brush. Because if you're not aware, if you're not into the makeup thing like I was back then, they come out with these like heart-shaped brushes for Valentine's Day, and sometimes in the summertime. They've been doing it a little more sporadically, but they did this for Valentine's Day. Like that was like the initial push for when this one came out. They've also come out with star-shaped ones, which it has a different head, but I loved this one. This foundation brush was like it for me. It is the best. However, it has seen better days. It's been washed and dried, and it just, the truth really be told here, I have like 3 more of these, not in this year's one, but every year that they've come out with it, I've picked one up. So I mean, until recently I haven't done it in a little while. I don't even know if they still do it, but I'm getting this out of my collection. And again, this was one I wanted to kind of like talk about before I just got rid of it, because I loved this brush. This was my most favorite foundation brush that I've ever owned. So I'm a little sad that I don't have it anymore after I get rid of it. But like I said, honestly, I haven't even used it. I don't use liquid foundation like I used to. So I don't need to hold on to it, especially when it's already worn and beaten up as it is. I can just get rid of it. And if I need a foundation brush again, if I get back into liquid foundation again sometime in the future, I have other ones that I can use. So, but yeah, this is a sad day for this one to go to the graveyard. I also found some things that I'm decluttering from my Bath & Body Works stuff, but I didn't want to talk about Bath & Body Works with the other stuff, so it's just separated. But these first few things I'm going to talk about are declutters from Bath & Body Works specifically that I didn't use up. The first 2 that I'm going to talk about here are wallflower plugs, and I know that they will like exchange them out and stuff, but I'm just not doing that. I can get them for so cheap every now and then, and I'm just trying to get rid of the older ones and the ones that I don't use anymore because I have so many. So we're just doing it. The first one I'm getting rid of is this Merry and Bright one. If you can see, it's not holding up very well. I don't know, like whatever that red is, whatever this red is on this was not meant for this. It like scratched out the gate. And it looked like shit when it scratched out the gate because it like illuminates and then you can see the words, but you can also see the scratches. So I'm just getting rid of that. I could give it to someone, but I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that. This other one I've had for a long time. It's one of the very first ones that I picked up from one of the first SASs that I ever went to. It was cheap, but it's seen so many better days. So many better days. It would still work, but like I said, I have so many other ones that I don't need to just hold on to these because I'm like hoarding them, and if I don't like them and I don't use them anymore, I'm just gonna get rid of them. So that's the end of these in my collection. Okay, some body care things I'm getting rid of that I didn't use up. I actually didn't use this one up at all. It's this Shimmer Fizz body lotion in the Wicked Vanilla Wood scent. This one was from last year, 2022. I was super excited to get it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Blah, blah, blah. I hear about it all on the internet. Ask me how many times I've used this. Ask me how practical and realistic I feel like this is. A Shimmer Fizz body lotion, like, it's so much of a play on just trying to get money. Like, it's just a grab. Smells good. Wicked Vanilla Woods is okay. I have the shower gel that I'm using for my project, but I told myself I was going to pull this out and push myself to use it, and if I didn't use it, I was going to get rid of it, and here we are. The end of Halloween time. It's almost Halloween, but it's the end of the season, so I'm just going to get rid of it. The other body care thing that I'm going to just get rid of, this one's because it's gone bad, is this Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte in the body lotion. This one's from 2020 in the Chalkboard whatever collection. This is one that had Sugar Cherry Crisp in the collection with it. A couple other ones, but it's runny. And I don't need to keep it. I really enjoy Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte. Do not get me wrong here. This is one of my favorite fall scents, but it comes out every single year, so I don't need to hold on to body lotion that I never use because I don't use my body lotions. I'm trying to get rid of my body lotions as efficiently as I can, but when they go bad, I'm just going to get rid of them. So these two things are just getting tossed. Now I'm going to talk about the things that I've actually used up. The first one is going to be a car fragrance refill. It's in, oh, I almost dropped my stuff. Okay. It's in Midnight Amber Glow. And the actual thing itself looks janky and messed up right now. I don't know why. And there's also dog hair all over it because I have a white dog who sheds a lot. But Midnight Amber Glow. I picked this up at a SAS at one point for 75% off. I had never purchased it before that, but this was the only thing I actually have in Midnight Amber Glow, I think. I'm pretty sure. But I don't hate it. It's okay. It's not something I'm going to hunt down. So if I see it at like an outlet or an SAS, I'm probably going to pass on it because, well, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video. We'll get there. Okay, so wallflower refills. I only used up 2. I am limiting what wallflowers I'm using right now, especially because I'm pregnant. I just can't really handle scents, like, hardly at all. And I've learned I guess this pregnancy specifically, I've been learning things that I can handle and what I can't. I can handle one in my bathroom, and I have one up in my kids' playroom because we're not really up there all the time, and So I've only gone through 2 wallflowers in the last little bit. The first one is this white pumpkin. This one is an old packaging. This one is from a couple of years ago. I would get it again if I didn't already have a couple of it in my collection. So the other one I used up is the one that I used in my kids' playroom. It says Washington's Finest Apple Macchiato. Okay, so the candle in this, I really enjoyed it. I had last year's candle, and I actually enjoyed it enough that I picked up this year's candle. This wallflower was from last year. I don't like the wallflower in it. I don't understand that, but the wallflower is really not good for me, but I like the candle. So that is what that is on that one, I guess. So I have 3 soaps, and it's because some of them were previously used, and I'm trying not to do that with my soaps, but it just is what it is. So yes, I have 3 soaps that I'm going to talk about here. The first one is one that I finished up at the end of summertime-ish. This is Coastal Watermelon. This was an SAS find for me at one point. It was 75% off. This was from last year. I think it was at the winter SAS, and I enjoy Coastal Watermelon. I like it in the candle. I liked it in the soap. I would maybe pick it up again if I am in the need for soaps, but as it sits currently, soaps is something I'm not buying at all going forward. Like, I don't need any more soaps. I have so many soaps right now that I won't get through them for like 2 years before I need to buy any more. So I enjoyed the scent. It's a nice end of summer watermelon. These last two soaps are fall scents. The first one is technically a Halloween one, but it was from last year, so I ended up kind of getting through it a little bit earlier. It says Perfect Pumpkin. Nothing says it on here, but isn't Perfect Pumpkin just sweet cinnamon pumpkin? I could be wrong, but it's okay. I probably wouldn't get it again. The Perfect Pumpkin. I know it comes out every year, but yeah, this was my Halloween soap that I used up for the year. I'm not putting another one out for this year, so. The last soap that I used up. It's also from last year. It was brand new when I put it into this. However, it says Autumn S'mores, and I didn't know I needed an apple marshmallow scent until I had this. I really, really enjoyed this. That being said, I'm not going to pick any up this year because I know it came back this year. I hope they're going to come out with it again next year, and if they do, I'll totally pick it up again next year. But I enjoyed this so much. This was super good. I don't know that I've ever had apple and marshmallow together, but I like it. I enjoy it. Okay, so I have 3 candles, 2 single wicks, and a 3 wick. The 2 single wicks, like I said, none of these were in my project. I just kind of like organically, naturally used these up. The first one, I'll talk about that one last, okay. Second. The first one is actually from last year's packaging. It's Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. But like I said, it's in last year's packaging from fall. Little acorns going around the bottom. It was okay. I've never burned this before, this candle. I didn't have any issues with it. It definitely gave me like fair vibes, like roasted pecans, and I don't know why, because I don't think that's a scent in here, but I'm not mad about it. I actually have last year's 3-wick packaging in this, and I'm looking forward to burning it next year. I wouldn't have been able to burn it this year because of my sensitivity to smells and stuff, but next year I'm totally gonna burn the 3-wick of this. I enjoyed burning through this year. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. So the other 3-wick is from this year's packaging, and this one was a little bit of a disappointment for certain reasons, but it's this Marshmallow Fireside. It's a little mason jar single wick, just like the other one. I didn't have any issues, again, there was no problems. This is the first time I burned Marshmallow Fireside. The scent itself, I've really enjoyed. Especially in a single wick, I really enjoyed it. But look at this packaging. Do you see that? That's crazy. Yeah, I had it in this little single wick sleeve that they came out with this year. And I pulled it out at the end of it, and I was like, holy cow. They really did a number on the packaging, but the scent itself I enjoy. I don't have it in a single wick, but I have another Marshmallow Fireside up in my cabinet right above me. But the final thing that I'm going to talk about in this whole Empties here, that I've rambled about enough, is a 3-wick. And it's from this year. It's from their limited edition release that they did this fall. Again, last year they did the 4 blends candles. Well, this year they did the 2 different candles at one time. The Pumpkin Spice Latte and Twisted Peppermint blend mix one. And this one, the Radiant Red Maple. I feel like the packaging has been exhausted being talked about. You either like it or don't. I don't. I didn't have any issues with the burn. This was another one. I didn't know I needed an apple marshmallow scent until I smelled this one. And it's funny that I was actually burning this one this year and I was using the Autumn S'mores soap at the same time, because I did have the soap in my kitchen and I was burning this also in my kitchen, and I was like, you know, I didn't know I needed apple marshmallow in my life, but I totally do. I totally did. I'm so glad I picked up a second one of this. That's why I was okay with burning one right out the gate. I really wanted to see what it was like, but again, the packaging, not my favorite personally. So like I said, you either really like it or you don't, but I'm in the party that doesn't, but I like the actual scent itself. And if they come out with it again, I would totally pick up another one. Or if I like see this one at an SAS or at the outlet or something, miraculously, I'd totally get it again. Okay, but that's everything. That's like all of my empties right now. Again, I'm just trying to get this done. I don't know, this is from the last month-ish time frame. I'm trying to just get this done. I'm due right before Thanksgiving with this baby, and I don't know how long he's going to be in here. I'm 36 weeks tomorrow, which will be a Wednesday. I don't know when this is going to be going up, what day of the week, but I will be 36 weeks tomorrow, so that's where we are on that. I feel like I want to show my belly. How about we close this out and then I'll stand up and you can see the belly for 36 weeks right now. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching my empties, my Bath and Body Works, my makeup, my skincare, my home care, etc. Just my generic empties, all of my empties. I just hoard my trash, what can I say? I like to make videos about it, but thanks for going through my trash with me. I hope everybody has a great day. Until next time. Okay, belly. 36 weeks in all its glory. Ugh. Yep.